Look, I wouldn't have picked Vice President Trump to be vice president until I think she was not qualified to be president. So let's start there. Number one.
A shaky first press conference of the year for President Joe Biden, who stumbled as he attempted to reassure his constituents he's ready for another 4 years. As you just heard, the president misspoke there, referring to Vice President Kamala Harris as Vice President Trump.
Well, Trump responding with a simple, "Great job, Joe," but Biden pressed on at the microphone, speaking to both his policies abroad and right here at home as reasons that he should be reelected. He said the only way he will step aside for another candidate is if he begins losing in the polls to Trump. The latest Washington Post poll shows the two men still neck and neck, but 67% said they do want Biden to leave the race.
On the heels of that press conference, the president is set to travel to Michigan today.
He will be speaking in Detroit later tonight, and of course, this is his fourth stop in Michigan this year alone. 13 on your side's Veronica Ortega joining us live in the newsroom this morning. And Veronica, the president is still trying to ease these concerns about his age, as more Democrats at this point are calling for him to step aside.
That's right. And joining that call yesterday, U.S. Representative Democrat Hillary Scholten. Scholten represents much of West Michigan in Congress. She said in a statement that it was time for Biden to pass the torch to a new candidate. Scholten became the first congressional Democrat from Michigan to call for Biden to step down. The growing number of Democrats sounding the alarm is now raising questions about how a new candidate would impact election preparations. The Ottawa County Clerk says the deadline for having candidates from major parties certified is fast approaching.
I think one of the challenges becomes the potential litigation process, right, that could follow a political party convention. So if things get tied up in the courts, we're looking at a very challenging deadline already. So we just want to ensure that we have enough time to get ballots in the hands of our voters and obviously adhere to all the state and federal mandates that we're required to with ballot production.
The Democratic National Convention is August 19th through the 22nd. Michigan's state convention is a few days later on August 24th. Election officials say the deadline for certifying the ballot is September 6th. Again, the president will be in Detroit today. We will have a crew there and we'll tell you what happens both on air and online. Live in the newsroom, Veronica Ortega, 13 on your side.
Good to have that breakdown. Thank you, Veronica. This will be President Biden's fourth trip to Michigan just this year. The state, once again, expected to be a battleground state in the election.